Dr. Sattler. Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Hello and welcome to building my Jurassic Park. This is going to be fun. No, it's not. It's going to be painful to watch me build things for about 11 minutes today. So, yeah, new series. If this one goes well, then I'll do another one. Probably do it on Jurassic World or something. I don't know. And if you guys don't know, this game is going to be on Jurassic World Evolution 2, not the first one, because the new one's better. Right, let's get into it. So, what I did first was I built a arrival point. Now, the arrival point would be simple. It was just a normal helicopter pad with, yeah. Then I built a path going out to it. Now, this path was fairly long. So, it started going straight and then it went to the left. After that, I put in the visitor center, which would be where the guests would go to get information, I assume. And then I connected up the paths, which took a while because I had to get the correct length. After that, I had built the water. Now, the water, if you don't know, in the first Jurassic Park, was actually there. The next thing I did is I extended the path a little bit, and then I went and built my first restroom. Now, that is the most important part, toilets. Next thing, I built gift shops, a restaurant, and a drink place where guests would arrive and they'd get their stuff before going to see the dinosaurs. Now, this was fairly simple. After that, I got paths and I built them a little seating, and I was planning to build a little seating area for them to sit, which was, I guess, kind of nice. The next thing I did was preparing to build the first enclosure. Now, the first enclosure was going to be for a small dinosaur, the Strophiomymus, because that's how it starts. But when I first built it, the incubation area wouldn't even fit, so I had to make it a bit bigger. So now that the thing has gotten a bit bigger, I can place it down, and the Strophiomymus are really quick to incubate. You can put them in. I did have to scroll right down to the bottom, but that doesn't matter. So I selected them all, and then I began building them a little enclosure. First I added water, then I added some leaves, I guess, ground fibre, and then I put in some trees. And now they were released. Look at them go! Oh my god! They're so quick. Next, I removed the incubation area and then fitted it with a new viewing gallery. So, which meant that they could see a dinosaur when they first came in. Next, I decided to change up the seating area by putting in a fountain and some seats with tarpaulins or whatever. So this would make it look better, and it would also be helpful for the guests. So I guess it kind of looks nice. On the side, I put it with planted rocks and plants and trees, which I thought looked fairly nice. If you guys think it looks fairly nice, put it down in the comments below. I would like to find out, because you're probably better than me if you know how to play the game. Just kidding, I am the all-time top G at this game. Because if I feed people to dinosaurs, yep, that's what I do. Because, everyone likes to do that. Suddenly, I got the seating finished. Now it was time to go back to the visitor centre and make another path. No way. Now this path would lead to the Jurassic tour. Now in the first movie, you don't actually go around on paths. The car takes you around and you can see the dinosaurs from the gate. But because you can't see them from actually inside the game, I would also have to create viewing galleries. So that's why I had to build some pathways, like level crossings basically, in between the tracks, which would then allow them to get to their place, I guess. So then once they were fitted, it was very hard to fit because it wouldn't be correct, so I had to change the path up quite a few times. But when they were fitted, I finally managed to get started. I first started building the gates. Now, the original Jurassic Park gate is such historical, I don't know. Then I just decided to do the other side. I decided to put in another thing so that they could cross. The next thing I did was going to build the first enclosure. Now, the first enclosure was going to be what the first movie had shown in the first movie, the Dilophosaurus. Now, the Dilophosaurus was like a velociraptor, but it had I don't know what they're called, but it would spit out venom and to blind its enemies. That's very gruesome. I don't think you guys really want to find that out. But in the first movie, they did show that first, so I thought I'd do that as well. It took a long time to actually get the track correct because it just got too close. But I kind of ignored that, and then I just went to connecting a fence to the main gate. Then I went back to it. Now, I finally got it finished, and then I had to start building another path to start incubating the Dilophosaurus. So, yeah, it's going pretty well so far. Then I started to fill out a little area with trees and that, so it could explore. I don't know what dinosaurs do. Probably eat things and drink things, and that's it. So I came running out, having fun, I guess. Welcome to their new home inside a cage. And then I added another seating gallery. This was not seating gallery, a viewing gallery. It's pretty simple. It was just like the other one with the Strophiomymus. You could just go in there and you could just see for yourselves what there was. And then I decided that I would extend the track again and prepare for another dinosaur. Now, this dinosaur was it was one of my favourites when I was little, I guess, and it's going to be the Triceratops. Now, the Triceratops needs a fairly big cage because it's fairly big, I guess. So I guess that's all right to say. So I went all the way down to the bottom, found the Triceratops, and started to incubate it. Once it was ready for its eggs to be selected, I select all of them. I know, small enclosure for such big animals, which I feel kind of bad for them. Then I released them. They all came rushing out yay, I guess. I guess that's what they're thinking, because welcome to the world. They all came rushing out. I added another seating area. Another path, and then I connected that to the viewing gallery. Now, what I had to do next was extend the track 8 again, and create another crossing. Now, the next one that I was going to build was another fairly large creature, dinosaur, whatever. To be honest, I don't really know, but whatever you want to call it, but it is big. It's got spikes on its back, not spikes, plates on its back, and it's got a spiky tail. You can probably guess it is the Stegosaurus. The Stegosauruses are pretty cool. If you go up to it, you don't really want to mess with it, because if you do mess with it, it will eat you, I guess. So that's pretty good. I then created some water for it, and again add trees and leaves and that, and I did forget that for the Triceratops as well, so I just included that. I forgot to put in feeders, so that if I didn't do that, then my Dilophosaurus would die to death. What the hell? Starve to death. Then I released the Stegosauruses. No, what? Sorry. Then I built a hotel for them. It was a fairly simple hotel. It was on wooden stilts, and it kind of just looked nice, I guess. I connected paths. They were very hard paths to create because they were in such a tight area, but I managed to deal with it. Then it was completed. Now, I thought it looked boring with grass, so I decided to put sand underneath, because I guess if you've got kids there, you can like put them on the sand and they can like dig sandcastles, whatever. So yeah, you do you. Then I went over and put some more shops and another restaurant in. It's closer to get, I guess. Then I released the Stegosauruses. Look how cool they are. They're sick. They're really big with massive plates on them with spiky tails and all sorts. So, yeah, looking cool. And then that's what I did, but I decided that I would want it to look a bit better. There was not many trees around, so I decided to put some trees just for the last bit of this episode before I make the next one. And then I decided to put in some lights, I guess, because it's looking better. So, yeah, I guess we'll just have to do with that. There we go. Much better. So now that it's looking a lot fresher, oh my god, we are now almost done with this episode. We just need to introduce a few more trees. There we go. Nicely done. And then, yeah, there we are. So we have got the Stryphiomimus, the Dilophosaurus, the Stegosaurus, and of course the Triceratops. Thank you for tuning in today. Remember to like and subscribe if you want another episode. If you don't, that's fine. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.